Starting to work with Excel for the first time can be really hard with less efficiency and productivity, mostly with less knowledge about the use of shortcut keys. Today we shall look at the shortcut keys which will help us to increase our productivity and efficiency when working with Excel. Welcome to this channel where we basically study and share a few ideas in the use of Excel. Consider subscribing to this channel as a kind of support when you find this content useful. In the last lesson, we shared something about the editing shortcut keys in Excel. Today, we are diving into the navigation keys in Excel. Now, here is the workbook that we are going to use. Let's get started. The first shortcut key is the tab key. Itself is right on the keyboard. On the left is where we get the tab key. What is the use of the tab key? It is used to move a cell to the right. Now, in case I'm in cell A3, I want to go to cell B3. I will simply hit the tab key and I will move to the right in that direction. That is the use of the tab key. The next shortcut you can simply use is the use of the shift and the tab key. When you use the combination of the shift and the tab key, you'll have to come back in the reverse direction. In the next shortcut is the control plus shift plus the arrow keys. Now, this is used to select data in a range. For instance, you can basically hold the left click and drag through this region to select it, or drag through this region to select it, or drag through the whole of this region. But by using the Ctrl plus Shift and the arrow keys, you'll have to select this range. That is to say, use the Ctrl, Shift and the arrow keys. This time around, because we want to go downwards, we shall use the down pointing arrow. And it will select up to the last value in that range. Then if I'm in row 3, I want to select all through to the last value in this range. I will be in cell S3, hold Ctrl Shift and the arrow key pointing to the right. It will select exactly where that data ends. Then if I click to the bottom, you'll have to select the whole of that area. That is the use of the Ctrl Shift and the arrow keys. You can select to the right, to the left, to the bottom, and to the top. The shortcut Ctrl G opens the go to dialog box. Where do I want to go to? I will say I want to go to Mark 3, that range, and I select OK. It will simply select that range right away. Then it has several scenarios. What if I want to visit the last cell in the last column? In this sheet, the last column has a cell address XFD. I want to visit XFD1. And I click OK. It will have to take me all through to the last cell in this other corner. The go-to, you can go to any cell. So for instance, I want to go to cell M20. Simply click OK and it will have to come to cell M20 right away. That is the Ctrl plus G. You can simply go to the specific range by simply using one shortcut key rather than scrolling left and right. Yes, let us proceed. The next shortcut is the use of Alt and page down. This one helps to move one screen to the right in a worksheet. Now, this is the worksheet which we are using currently. Now, if I want to move to an area which is out of this screen, I will simply use the Alt and page down to take me to the next screen. So the next screen is starting from Q, and the first one was starting from A to B. So it will have to hide exactly the first screen and display the second by simply using Alt and page down. Then using Alt and page up. This one allows to move one screen to the left in a worksheet. Now it does the opposite of what the friend did. Using Alt page down moves one screen to the right, then Alt and page up brings back the screen to the first screen. Next shortcut is Ctrl plus page down. Ctrl plus page down helps to move to the next sheet in a workbook. So for instance, you're on sheet 1 and use Ctrl plus page down to move to sheet 2, then sheet 3, and if we can include other sheets, use Ctrl plus page down, move to the next sheet, and up to the last as you desire. Then the colleague takes it backwards, that is using Ctrl plus page up. Ctrl and page up will have to bring the sheets backwards to the previous sheets you moved from. Lastly, using the Ctrl plus the arrow keys. Now, if I am in this dataset, and I can simply hold Ctrl and any of the arrow keys, and I will go to the last value in the dataset. Now, what is a dataset? In this case, this that I'm having is my dataset, the one I'm using. So, using the Ctrl plus the arrow keys will take me to the last occupied cell in the range. So, if I use Ctrl and the arrow keys, it will have to move to that cell. Now, in this range, if I remove this name and it remains a blank. Now, if I want to move to this cell, I have to use Ctrl and the arrow key pointing down. It will have to end to the last value. Then I must use it again to skip to the next value, and it moves down to the last value. So what it does is it goes to the last value in the range. In the same case, when you're using the Ctrl and the arrow keys pointing to the right or left, then it does exactly the same work. That is for today. Last time we looked at editing shortcut keys, and today we have looked at the navigation shortcut keys in Excel. Thanks for watching, and may we meet in the next video.